We got smashed, bro.
3, 2, 1, go!
What's up? It's your boy Levelhead back with another Live and Leveled Gamers podcast. This is 356. Got a lot to discuss, a lot to talk about. Xbox said play where you want. Stream your games, y'all. They own it. Y'all see all that on? So we got Alan Steed. What's up, Alan Steed? We got to talk about corporate versus users. Whose reviews should you, the gamer, trust? Do you listen to the corporate IGNs and the others, or do you listen to your fellow compadres? We also got to talk about the Sony Portal. They're trying to stream games now, K-Bump. You can get in the cloud with your Portal now. How you feeling about that? I'll talk about that as well. Game Awards, Game of the Year, madness. We gotta talk about that. And everything else in between. Welcome to the show. What's up, people? What's up, K-Bump? What's up, Keith?
Much, man. Gotta call the plumber. I tried to fix it myself. Home ownership. They said it was. I didn't do nothing. I think maybe one of my boys, but yeah, I'm getting a little back up in the main line. So.
Oh man, yeah, you might have to snake it. That's what I have to do. I understand that home ownership, but yeah, man, welcome. Yeah, you might have to. If it's the main one, that's coming through the toilet, right?
I think it's connected to the toilet in the toilet.
Okay. Yeah, man. It might be a collapse. I hope that ain't it, but could be a collapse line as well. But welcome to the show, man. I hope not. Yeah, that's crazy. What's up, Nia? Welcome to the show. This is episode 356. We got a lot to discuss. She said howdy. As y'all can tell, I'm a little stuffed. So if you hear me not breathing well, just call the doctors and send them to K-Bum. Call K-Bum and let K-Bum, he know where to send them to. I'm not giving y'all my address live on this show. K-Bum, where are you at, man? Don't be in the background muted. He might be handling business. Let me stop. But welcome to the show. How y'all feeling on this evening? Mr. Norris, how you feeling, man?
I feel good, other than my situation.
I'm still waiting for my apology and my acknowledgement of being correct.
No, you're not correct.
Yes, I am correct. I am so much correct. That,
when you are correct, you will receive the acknowledgement.
You hush.
When you are correct, you will receive it in the mail.
I am correct. Should I start
You are.
Do we want to start this way? Do we want to start here?
Go ahead.
Do I need to bring y'all up to speed?
God just don't be knowing what be going on in them.
Yeah, these jokers. That's right. They don't. They don't know what be going on. See, y'all, they don't want to give me my credit when my credit is due. They don't want to tell the truth. They want to bear false witness, Keith. And K-Bum don't want to acknowledge what is the facts. But we shall not go there. We'll keep that for another podcast. Unless y'all want me to bring them up to speed.
Keep that in the DMs. Let's get through this podcast.
No.
I don't have 3 hours to go through this conversation.
All right, what's up,
Just
Jerry?
he wrong again.
And he ain't got no evidence.
You got evidence. I showed you what they said and what they actually said.
An article from 2 years ago.
Don't matter. 10 years ago. Hey, let me say this. 10 years ago, they said it, and today in 2024, they still doing what they said they was happy with 10 years ago.
No, they're not. They're not supporting the game.
That's K-Bum.
There's no new features.
Is the game there? Is the game there?
That is not support.
Is the game there, sir?
And you know that's not support.
Is the game there?
And you know that's not support.
So I
no, it's not. It's not there.
Hush it up. Hush it up, King. Hush it up. You had your opportunity.
It's not there.
Miss
Go ahead.
Nia, Chariot Man, Alan Steed. I'm thankful for you guys being here. Let me ask you a question. So the thought was, we was talking about Capcom and the fact that Capcom didn't bring Street Fighter 6 over to the Switch, and we was wondering why they didn't do such a thing. When, you had NetherRealm bring over Mortal Kombat, it was melted ice cream, but they brought it over there. And then they followed it up after Mortal Kombat 11, after Dairy Queen gave us that game. Then they went over to Baskin Robbins, and they got Mortal Kombat 1 made, and they brought it to the Switch. And the question is, I said, are they satisfied with what they're making on the Switch? That was the question. Are these companies that's bringing these games over to the Switch, NetherRealm, and what's the other one that makes NBA 2K and all the rest, and EA with FIFA and all that?
2K.
2K, and what's the other? Visual Concept. There it is.
Visual Concepts.
Yeah, I asked the question: are they satisfied with what they're doing on the Switch? And these brothers tried in every way, but factually, say no. So I pulled up an article back in 2000. When you say K-Bum, was it 18? Yes,
2018.
Where they said.
Which was the first. No, I'm not arguing against you. I'm just stating what it was. It was the first entry of NBA 2K on the Switch.
That's right. It was the first entry of NBA 2K.
The one I refunded.
The one he refunded. The one I don't play anymore. So, and I said I would never buy another one. All right. So they said they were pleased with, which is a synonym for satisfied. You can say pleased, or you can say satisfied. Nia, won't you hand out some fans around the congregation? It's getting hot in here. Anyway, so they said that is not enough evidence. So I said, is the game still coming?
That is not what we said.
You said that's not evidence. You did. You said no evidence.
No.
You said, sir, if you don't mind,
no.
If
you're going to quote, no. If you're going to quote me, you're going to quote me correct. Not if you're going to quote me wrong. No, you're not.
You correct. What did you say,
No,
Mr.
you're not.
Brown?
Level. If you're going to quote me correct.
Interrupt me. Go ahead,
because you're quoting me incorrectly.
What did you say? I'm giving you the floor.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that,
You're so welcome.
sir.
You're welcome.
What I drew attention to wasn't the fact that it was not evidence. What I said was, this is what they said in 2018, that they will continue to support. No, you misquote me. So that's why I jumped in.
No, okay.
If you didn't misquote me, I would not have jumped in.
There was evidence for 2018. Right. So
there we go. Yes.
So he said there's evidence for 2018, but you have no evidence for 2024. I said, I think I do, because the game is still coming. So they said they were satisfied, let me quote them correct. I don't want K-Bum get me wrong. They were pleased in 2016. They said they are committed to supporting the Switch in 2020, and in 2024, they still supporting the Switch with the game. Wouldn't that be evidence? Would that be proof? All these that's in this courtroom, would that be proof that they are satisfied with what they're getting?
So my question is to you:
Go ahead, Mr. K-Bum.
Does it matter? Does it matter that the game is not 1-to-1? It is missing significant features.
No, Keith. Wait. Hold on, Keith. No. We're talking about satisfied.
We
No,
talking
hold
about
on.
satisfied.
No.
Right.
We're talking about satisfied.
Yes, we
And
are.
Keith,
Please,
let me correct you. Let me
Please, they
correct
said
you.
they were pleased. Let's say please. Don't use
No,
satisfied.
he
Well,
said he
okay.
would correct me.
Let me correct you, Keith.
All right.
It's not that they're missing features. What has happened is they have abandoned the game and they have not put any new features in the game for 2 years, which means they are providing no additional development to the Switch version of the game, which also means they are not supporting the Switch game. They are literally taking the game, updating the roster, and putting out the same game on the Switch. To me, by definition, that is not supporting. What I understand this to
Wait a
be.
minute. Is
I,
K-Bum conflating what an
now you're
actual
interrupting me.
definition is? Is he
Now you're
conflating a
interrupting.
definition to
Now you are
me?
interrupting me.
To me?
Okay.
Is that
Now
what
you're
you're saying?
interrupting me.
In your opinion.
No.
Now, I just want clarity. This is your
I
opinion
said-
or is this fact?
Yes, it's an opinion. It's an opinion.
All right, so that second part of what you said shouldn't be to me. That's all you should. The rest should be just to me. It is not what you said. You
Like I
made
said,
you made a
to me,
factual
to me,
statement
that is
based
not
off your
support.
opinion.
Because let me finish.
All right,
As
the
you
floor is
interrupted
yours,
me.
sir.
When we talk about
Kettle
development and we
calling
talk
the
about
pot
development
black.
time, and what we talked about is the majority of the money spent on video games spent by the
Oh, that's the guy saying that K-Bum is wrong.
producers.
He's okay. Say it again, cause you spazzed out. Go ahead, say it again.
No, my fault. Somebody was calling me. I don't know what that was. Can you hear me still?
It was the Lord telling you to hush. But go ahead.
Oh gosh.
Finish what you had to say.
So to complete the point, the majority of money is spent on developers, and if they are not providing developers to put any new features into the game, what they have essentially did was they said that this game is not worth the money to use our developers' time to develop for this game. So they have reduced the amount of money that goes into the Switch version of the game because no additional features or development or fixes go into the Switch version, which means they have lowered the cost that they take in for producing the Switch game, and they are selling it as is.
Okay.
That is not supporting Switch games.
Okay. So are you finished? I don't want to interrupt you.
I'm done.
All right. So Alan Steve, the game that we're talking about is NBA 2K for the Switch. My argument was they must be satisfied with what they're getting because they still bringing it over. K-Bum them arguing what they're bringing over, the quality of what they're bringing over. That's not my argument. So K-Bum, kudos. I'm gonna give you some claps. Everything you said may be correct. Irrelevant to the conversation and the debate. The question is, are they pleased and satisfied with what they're getting from the game?
I think you missed it. I
did miss it. I did not miss it. I am not missing it.
They've reduced the money they spend on the game, which means they weren't satisfied. If you're satisfied, you are bringing.
Interrupt me. Did two people just interrupt me? All right, thank you, K-Bum. So the question was, the question, am I still being interrupted? All right, thank you. Mr. Norris, you are falsely making a false witness again. I am not missing it.
Okay, let's see.
If I wanted to have the conversation that y'all having, I would have it, and I would concede to your conversation. I already conceded. You are right if that's the conversation, but that's not the conversation. The conversation was, are they satisfied? Yes or no? You can't go to
having the game on the console is not the definition of satisfied.
Okay, so
having the game produced on the console is not the definition of satisfied because you are, and that's the thing. You're saying that.
I know I'm not.
Definition. You are because you said at least it's there.
No,
that means that's the definition of satisfied.
That's my second. Okay, they already said they were satisfied. You said that was 2018.
So was Square Enix. Square Enix was satisfied with Sony until they weren't.
Okay, but we haven't heard anything from them to say that they aren't.
You said by their actions. No, hold on. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
They don't have to say it because you see it by their actions, and their action is we're going to give you the same game. That's what I'm saying. Their action speaks.
Yeah, the action can speak.
That's similar to EA and FIFA.
Exactly.
Okay.
Their actions speak.
The actions also say if you're not satisfied, you don't have to bring the game at all.
No, that's the point you're missing.
No,
that's
I'm
the
not
point you're
missing
missing.
it. No, you're trying to make a argument. No, let me finish. You are trying to make an argument from a place that you feel says that's how you feel about it. That's not support. That's not support.
That is evidence.
Wait a minute. That's not support to you. That's what you said. They didn't put no distinguishing on what they meant by support. They said they will continue to support. Support is putting the game on there. Now, if they don't put all the... Wait a minute. Let me finish.
This is a ridiculous argument.
It's not a ridiculous argument. You have made it multiple different arguments.
No.
What we started with.
It's the same argument. If you say that something is worth the cost,
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
Okay. When you say satisfied, who's right?
Satisfied?
When they say they're pleased.
Who?
When you say they're pleased, we're talking about developers. We're talking about the publishers that's producing the game. And you're producing the game. What's satisfied is what you're seeing on the PlayStation and Xbox.
No, we're not talking about the see again.
No. We are comparing. I'm not.
You know who's missing it? You and Keith are missing it. Because y'all keep conflating the conversation to a place you can argue. No, I'm not going to let you do it, K-Bum. Stay on the point of what we're talking about.
The problem is you're saying just because they put the game on the system.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That is what you're saying. The only argument you have is they put them on the system. They have to be satisfied.
Give me 5 seconds.
You just said no. Hold on. Wait. You just said they did not, since they put the game on the system. You said all they had to do was not put it on the system then. That was literally the argument you just gave me. They did not have to put the game on the system, but they did. Therefore, they're satisfied.
No, that's not all I said, K. Okay, this is the other side of the argument, K-Bum.
Okay, please.
You are arguing from the aspect of what you think should be in the game.
No.
See again. Okay, if you don't agree, at least let me finish.
We are talking about the point of satisfied. Because we don't know what the company's,
all right,
we don't know what the company's deadline is. We don't know what the money is. We don't know how much they make. So we're all speculating on what's satisfied.
K-Bum, let me finish.
Please, go ahead.
You are arguing based on what you determine is the quality based on what's over there, parity with PlayStation. That's not the argument. The argument I am making, whatever they put out there, they must be satisfied with what they're getting based on what they're putting on the system. Whether it's GIMP limited or whatever, they can. Well, let me finish again. Whatever they're putting on there to continue to do it. Plus, they did say they were satisfied in 2018. It's 2024. They said they were going to continue to support it in 2020. So somewhere they are making something that they are happy with making, or they would not continue. Now,
that's the point you just made.
Let me
just
finish.
made the point.
I know,
you just
but
made the point that if they were not satisfied, they wouldn't put on the system. And I'm telling you, that is not the definition.
I was not done, sir. You are trying to add in an aspect that you're trying to add in because let me finish. You're trying to add in the aspect of the fact that you believe because they took out certain features.
It's not just took out. They're not putting in anything.
Okay,
it's not putting anything out. They're not putting in
anything. That's semantics. They took out or they didn't put in. Don't matter. It's not there to you. So in your version, in your mind, they're not supporting it. I don't care if they're not supporting it. That's not my argument. That's
no. Your argument was their statement was we're happy with it, so we're going to continue to support it. That is the comment that they gave.
2018,
when I'm trying
they
to
said
tell
they were
you,
happy. 2020, they said
they're
they're going to continue to support.
it.
That was
And what I'm trying to get you to understand, well, hold on, that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, is when they stop supporting it, means they're not happy.
Well, how was they supporting? Okay, then tell me, how was they supporting it in 2020? What was that game? What was different in 2020 to 2024?
It still had a feature. They were still putting new features in the game that they had in other consoles.
What were those features?
I don't remember the 220, but they were still putting the same. They were putting the same features in the game. If you read the article, if you read the article that I said, what they said was it was in 2022 they had the same features. In 2023 23 they had the same features. It wasn't until 2024 that they stopped. And in 2025, it was the same story as 2024. The article stated that in 2022 and 2023, they had the same features. And then in 24, they stopped putting new features in the game.
Okay, you get that. They didn't bring all the features over in 24 and 25, right? That's what you're saying.
There was a change between 23 and 24. There was a change in the way they saw the game and the way that they put features in the game.
Okay. So up to that point, were they satisfied?
But they probably were, yes.
Okay, so because they stopped supporting the game like they were in the more viable years, you saying now because the game doesn't have those features, they must not be satisfied. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. That speaks volume.
So if I put the game on there,
value.
Okay, so if I put the game on there and I don't put certain features in, okay, let's use EA then. Let's use EA. Let's use EA to make the same point. EA started off.
No.
Oh my God,
we can't use both. Wait, hold on. No. We can't use both because you have to understand that Visual Concepts literally said we're satisfied, therefore we're going to continue to support. I don't know what EA said. So I'm not going to say that EA is the same thing.
Answer me this question.
Support isn't just put the game on the system. That's not supporting.
Wait a minute. No, that's one aspect of supporting. Supporting is putting the game on the system, and then there's another level, and you can support with more features. So support doesn't have to mean
support.
Wait a minute. My point is support does not have to mean what you are trying to make support be.
And support doesn't only mean you put the game on the system. It is a combination. It is a combination.
Wait. That's not necessarily true.
Hold on, because we do need to move on to what you've been gaming on. But I do want to say, I want to bring this back to when we was talking about EA, and we had the same conversation. I think we was like, why are they even putting this FIFA game on the system if they're not gonna? They basically copied and pasted and brought over the PS3 game, something like that.
Yes,
and we argued about it.
Yeah, we did
because they weren't really supporting the game.
I agree.
Minimum effort.
Minimum
effort.
Minimum effort. It does not
equate to none.
Minimal effort means there is something, right? Now, from a user's perspective, yes, I am in total agreement with all of you guys. I'm not arguing from my position as the person purchasing the stuff. I'm talking from the suits and the people that's putting it on there. If they were not satisfied with what they were getting from it, proof is they wouldn't be putting it on there anymore.
That is not the
point. That is proof.
No, it's not. Because Level, you have to understand. What you have to understand is that if I can put the same game on there, the cost of me putting the same game on there is nothing compared to it. I may make a couple 100,000 points. If you're saying that's the level of satisfied, if that's the level of satisfied, it's making a few $1,000s on the game,
we don't know
whatever the minimum requirement is to put it on the game. That bar, because if you'll probably lose money by not putting it on the system. Because you already have the code. The work is already done.
That's right.
Because you're not doing anything else. The work is already done.
Yes.
So all you have to do is copy paste.
Okay. So while I was going to use
the thing
EA,
is you can be dissatisfied that the fact that your game is not making money, but I'm still gonna leave it over there because I don't have to do anything else. But I can still be dissatisfied that I'm not making money off of this game. I'm not making the money that I should be making.
Like I said before, there's more evidence to back up my position that they must be satisfied than it is for you to say that they're not. Right. And that's the point I'm trying to make. They said they were. I got them saying that.
No one agrees with you on that.
I don't have
on that statement.
No, you and Keith don't. You and Keith don't agree, and I don't mind that y'all don't agree. But y'all are arguing. My argument.
But the problem is you're throwing that everyone agrees, but then no one agrees.
I didn't say everybody agreed.
You said more evidence. You said more evidence.
I had more evidence. My evidence.
But we say you don't.
No, but you don't have.
You keep saying that your evidence is more concrete, and we saying no.
My evidence is
based off of you.
Based on what they're doing. You said actions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their actions is that they're continuing to put the game on the Switch in whatever condition that you want to determine.
We are back in the circle. Let's move on.
We're not in the
circle. And I told you that's not the evidence.
I'm not even trying to argue with you no more. I'm stating my position and I'm done with it. I ain't even got to state what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, and like my closing to the argument is this. I have more evidence than you to say what I'm saying than you do. Because of the very fact that the title was still coming in 2024 and 2025, and they said this back in 18, and they've been putting the game on there all these years. Says more to something is going the way they wait and see. I can't even get it out. Can't even finish.
With PlayStation, if they still put the game on PlayStation, it's Square Enix satisfied.
See, Nia, can I get you to tell K-Bomb to let the man speak?
Speak.
All right. Like I said before, we're going to move on. Like I said before, there is more evidence to back up what I'm saying than what you and Keith are saying. Now, we can argue what you're trying to say, but there is more evidence because of their actions.
Right.
That since 18 through 2025, NBA 2K has been on the Switch. So that means at some place or point, they are getting what they want to get. If they wasn't, they wouldn't be putting it there. That's my point. Now, you can say that this ain't support. Okay, it ain't support. But that support may be just putting it on the system. I don't know what they support is. It's multiple levels to support. So I let it go. So that was the back behind the scenes argument that we was having. I'm not letting these dudes do it. They always trying to act like a person don't have some smoke. And I feel like I got some fire here. Anyway, let's go on. All right. Keith, don't get quiet now, Keith.
Self-proclaimed victory.
Don't get quiet now. So y'all
I realized we weren't going to get nowhere, so I just left it alone.
I don't know why we even brought this up. Because it's a self-proclaimed victory. There's no point.
It ain't a self-proclaimed victory. Nothing.
You just did.
Okay.
You just did. You said I have more evidence.
This is circular argument. I'm done. As y'all heard, y'all be the verdict. Y'all be the judge. You answered y'all heard the argument. I'm going to put it out here again over the course of this podcast. I want y'all opinion. Is 2K satisfied with what they're getting from NBA 2K on the Switch based on the fact that it's still there since they've been putting it on there in 2018, all the way in 2024, 25? It's still there. Is there more indication that they're satisfied or getting something that they desire to get? Or is it saying that they're not satisfied? 2018, they said they was happy. 2020, we are committed. 2024 is still there. K-Bum said because they didn't put all the features there, they not satisfied. So you be the judge. That's your quiz.
Love how you just watered down my argument, but it's fine. It's not.
I didn't water. You said because they not supporting it.
It's not.
That's
it's
evidence
not that
that they're not satisfied. That's what you said. I didn't water it down. Okay, the floor is short. Okay, it's not that important.
No, it's not that important.
Okay,
we can
so
move on.
y'all got it. All right. Y'all laughing, but these dudes been on me the last few days. They gonna give me mine, but y'all let me know. Anyway, let's get on to what you've been gaming on. Let's go.
Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on.
All right, so who wants to take the floor first? Mr. Norris, K-Bond 20.
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
So what I've been gaming on is kind of the usual. I've been playing Overwatch. They just released the original Overwatch kind of play, I guess, configuration. I guess they call it Overwatch Classic. It's a play mode that you can play, which gives you the original 21 characters with their same powers and stuff like that and abilities. So I've been playing that mode. So I've been playing a little bit of Overwatch. Been playing a little bit of Call of Duty. So I've been diving into that. A little college football, but not much. I've actually picked up more. I'm actually thinking about trying to get into Madden. I do have it. I bought it as part of a bundle. So I'm thinking about getting into it. I'm actually messing around with Madden right now. And then playing 2K. I don't have there's something else that I play, but I'm gonna say that. Well, try to play, but I'll say that to one of our topics, so we can discuss it then.
All right. Mr. Norris, what you been gaming on?
I have been gaming on one game, and that is Dragon Quest 11, not 3.
I was going to say, if you've been playing this game and didn't say nothing all day long, okay, go ahead.
No, Dragon Quest 11. I think it came out in 2023. I'm playing it on the Switch. I am playing it on the Switch. I bought it on sale, but apparently it was already cheaper on Steam, but it is what it is. Kind of want to sit on my couch anyways, but it's good. I don't traditionally play turn-based RPGs like that. I think I'm more of a Western RPG when I really sit back and think about it. But yeah, I'm really liking the character designs. You know, that's Toriyama. The gameplay so far is pretty good. The story is coming together. If you played it, you already know. I've heard a lot of people say it's probably one of the best RPGs out there. I've even heard someone say it's peak RPG. So I also bought a game that I'm thinking about.
I'm sorry, what game was that again?
Dragon Quest 11.
Oh, 11. Got it.
Yeah, the new one is 3 that just came out, the remake.
Got it.
I also bought another game that I'm thinking about calling Nintendo and trying to see if I can get a refund. I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet, and that was Hogwarts. I bought it on a whim. I had some extra money left over, and I was like, I'll try Hogwarts. And then I went and watched Digital Foundry's video. And I said, I think not. I will not play Hogwarts on the Nintendo Switch.
What happened? What happened in the video?
Oh my gosh! You just gotta watch Digital Foundry's video of Hogwarts. Is it Legacy? I think it's Legacy.
Legacy, yeah.
They said they do not recommend. They do not recommend. It's bad. I haven't even played it yet to even judge it for myself. I trust you. Because I know the moment I play it, Nintendo's going to be like, nope, you having too much fun. So I'm going to see if I can try to get that refund. I think it's like $20 right now, so I want my money back.
That's
but are they satisfied?
So, I ain't stuck, man. Yeah, they satisfied. They put it over there anyway.
They got my 20.
They got your 20.
That's sad. Anyway, so
that's funny.
What else you been gaming on, Mr. Norris? I'm gonna be quick and then we can get to our topics.
That's it. I mean, I know I got the other game that y'all recommended. I just haven't played it. I've just been playing Dragon Quest.
Okay.
That's it.
So I haven't played much this week. I did finish Echoes of Wisdom. I did beat Noel, and I think that's how you say his name. I did good. Keith. I went and got the Lionel. Before I did it, I found out where he was, which he's in the. Do you know where he's at?
No.
Okay, it's kind of goofy because it's in the woods. Is it the forbidden or the sacred woods or whatever they call it in this game? I can't remember what they call it in this game. The enchanted woods. You get what I'm saying? And you going in there, you gotta look for his hooves, and then you gotta follow the direction that the hooves are going, and then you eventually walk up on him. And I ain't gonna front. That brother was hard, but I was too OP at that time when I ran across him. If I would have ran across him earlier in the game, there wouldn't have been no getting him. But I had so much stuff. It didn't take me long to subdue him. So I added him to my entourage, and he a beast. He a beast. So I beat the game. It was pretty good. So the thing I'm going to next, I plan on. I got Hades, and I got that other game. I'm keep playing those. But I plan on going back to Astrobot and finishing that. And then I plan on going back to Survivor. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. I just ain't really feeling Survivor. So anyway, but yeah, that's what I've been gaming on.
What, Jedi Survivor?
Yeah, Jedi Survivor, man. I gotta go back.
What's going on?
I don't know. K-Mom kind of echoed what I was saying when I was talking about it when I was playing it. It takes too long to grab you, and it feels chory to me. It feels like it's just overly chory. It's too many paths that you can go. I feel like I don't know, man. It just don't. K-Bum, you said it, what it was. It don't feel, it takes too long to just get into it. And what I'm getting into, I don't want to get into it. So let's put it down. So anyway.
I haven't played it in a while. I got it though, but is there backtracking? Is that?
Yes, it's a lot. It's backtracking. It's a lot of, I don't know. And then the respawning of all the characters. I don't know why it didn't bother me in the first one. But I don't really care for it, and the story is not really opening up to me like I want to. And it feels like it's just slow right now. And I've already played about 6 hours, and it's just slow. Every time I'm playing it, it feels slow. And I'm like, man, I'm not, it's not getting me, man. Can you turn Noel into a Echo? I don't think so. If you can, I wasn't able to. But so anyway, that's what I've been gaming on. So let's get into it. So there's been a lot of commotion around this Dragon Age, the Veilguard. And I kind of want to open here, unless y'all want to go somewhere else. Where y'all want to go first? Is this cool? Go down this kind of path real quick. We don't have to stay on it long.
It's cool. It's cool.
So it's been a huge controversy around this game and its reviews scores. So there was a big thing that a lot of, YouTube creators were invited to, where they got a pre experience with the game, got to pre-play it, and it was set up in a way that you got to certain elements in the game pretty early, and they was walking away with mixed feelings about the game, but hopeful. And I don't remember all the individual that was reporting this, but they walked away hopeful, but concerned at the same time. And they began to write their reviews on what they experienced and what they played. And the reviews were not necessarily praising, but they were not necessarily negative. It was like, I'm hopeful, but I think it's going to be good, but there is some questionable, some concerns in the game, and they begin to articulate these things. And the next thing they found out, some of these prominent YouTubers did not get any access to early copies of the game. And it seemed like that EA with BioWare were targeting reviewers who were more friendly to them, and in particular, corporations like IGN and is it Game? What's the other one? But a few of these more bigger corporate entities, they were targeting them and kind of avoiding those actual YouTubers and hands-on people that would kind of be unbiased and in their take. And so, of course, they wasn't able, nobody got review copies early, but some kind of way they end up getting the review, getting copies to review, even though they were not sent to them by EA. And you see this kind of gap between the corporate review and the user's review. The corporate review had high praise, high glory, high, high thoughts about the game and what it's doing. And then the user experience kind of reflected what was being reflected in the early experience, and in some cases was even worse because everything that was shown was not what was actually going on. It was kind of manipulated. And they began to express their concerns about what EA was doing with BioWare and this game, trying to basically get favorable reviews early so that the game could sell before the users can get their reviews out that will actually reflect the experience. So the question is this proper? Is this right? As a gamer, how do you feel about these type of tactics when you have access journalism? I don't know if y'all ever heard that term before, access journalism or access reporting, where the journalist prioritizes the relationship and the access to said developer or said company over being faithfully objective and unbiased in their reviews. That's the question. That's the thought, because that's the commotion. That the corporation was giving the game high scores, the user was getting it mid scores, and who to trust. That's the thought, and that's the question. So who want to go first on that?
That was a lot. Some of that was kind of lost for me, but I can definitely tackle the who to trust. I think it's a combination. Well, how I go about looking at reviews and who to trust and how I trust people, I typically try to find, I guess, review sites that line up with my thinking. Like if I have a similar take on the game that they're talking about, I'm like, okay, then let me see, and I'm gonna try to see if they're consistent with my gaming taste. Then that's how I kind of choose the corporations. I just don't go just off raw numbers. I think, who is it, GameStop or GameSpot, somebody like that. They always get a lot of backlash. Gamers are always, oh, I don't like their score, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times they're just going into more detail. And when it comes to the gamers, and I think you go to like Metacritic and OpenCritic or something like that, and you look at the gamer scores, those are kind of hard to shift through, because you got fans of particular platforms who are just review bombing. They can, review bombing. Sometimes they'll get a bunch of reviews that are people who haven't even played the game. So those you kind of, I don't know, you just got to kind of know people and talk to them like us. You got to be like, hey, this is what they said about the game. This is their take. Do I line up with what they're saying or whatever? But I still lean toward the corporations, because they got more at stake with their reviews versus a fan who could, like I said, he might be a fan of a particular platform and he just review bombing for the sake of doing it because he wants to hate on the other platform.
Okay.
So.
K-Bomb, did you get that question, or you want to tackle it?
Yeah, I got the question.
Yeah, okay.
I don't really read reviews anymore, but I guess I do. I guess what I target is people who give you the good and the bad. So I don't look at the 10 scores, and I don't look at the 1 scores. I try to find who's scoring it like a 70 or 80, and what are their viewpoints for scoring it as such, or who's scoring it wherever the middle is, who's scoring it that and why is what I do. Because the tens and the high scores and the low scores, some of those you can throw them away, because they're some of them are just like a Sony game come out. PlayStation Central is going to give it a 9 or 10. I mean, so you can just throw that away. Uh, there's plenty of bias, and the thing is, everyone has a bias. Let's not miss the point here that everyone has a bias. Corporation has a bias. The individuals have a bias. There's no one is bias free. Um, so you kind of have to understand that going into, if you're trying to catch some reviews. My thing is to find somebody you like. I know for me, it's I think it's a guy named Switch Up or Shift Up, who gives solid reviews. Who talks about the good and the bad in the game and doesn't try to make you feel a certain way about it. It kind of just lay the facts out there and allow you to paint the picture of how you feel about it. And I think that's a better way of reviewing. But people don't want to read. People don't want to sit for a 15, 20-minute review. They just want a number and continue with it. But I prefer the ones that kind of give you, okay, here's the positive, blah blah blah. Here's what I thought could be better. Here's the negative that they didn't achieve here, right? And then you kind of sift through to find out what kind of works for you. But I don't because I don't trust users. Because I'm looking through some of the reviews here, and it's getting review bombed because of all the trans stuff, and because you have the scar tissues you can have from the trans surgeries, and so people are just bombing that just because. And then you have people who EA have slipped some extra money to, who's giving good reviews. So my thing is to find somebody you like, find someone that can give you level-headed reviews. No pun intended. And I said level-headed. But then just try to find what kind of works for you, and don't just gravitate towards the 10s or the 9s, but don't also just gravitate towards the ones because you want to hate it. Try to find someone in the middle who's trying to give you the best of both worlds. So that's kind of how I do.
I want to add. He just made me think of something. He's absolutely right. Everybody has their own bias, and like back in the day, I had to step away from any of those Nintendo Life and any type of Nintendo gamer thing. I was like, I can't trust these reviews. Not saying that they're wrong or they're bad, but I just don't want to be in the ecosystem. I kind of want to go and see what people who don't typically play Nintendo and see what they say. I'm still going to make my decision at the end of the day, but I don't want the Nintendo echo chamber to push me in a direction. I also want to shout out ACG. I don't watch his reviews like I used to, but I like the way he reviews. He reviewed the game, and he doesn't necessarily just, like K-Bone was saying, he doesn't try to like sway you. He just try to give you the facts. And I think he's one of the more, I think it's ACG. Yeah. He'll give you more of just a meatier review if you're looking for like those 15, 20-minute reviews of the game.
Yeah, so Mr. Matty Plays was the one that kind of was echoing the fact that he went to the early showcase of the game and got a pre-play experience, and when he got the actual game, it was nothing. They had changed a lot and kind of was misleading. I'm gonna say I lean more towards the users, and in spite of in lieu of the fact that they do, like you both said, tend to spam up fake reviews because of stuff like wokeism and identity politics and all that type of stuff. You do get a lot of that, but I feel like that's oftentimes pretty much obvious when it's happening. But I do fear the access journalism that is taking place in with these corporations like IGN and GameStop and other ones who wants EA and wants Bethesda and who wants all these people to be favorable to them, who probably also get paid money for favorable or get perks for favorable treatment. I don't trust IGN anymore. I've been stopped trusting IGN because it goes both ways. If you don't cater to them, if you don't acquiesce to them, they also do what we say the users do. They tend to give low scores because this company did not give them the review first or allow them to have exclusivity or something like that. So I don't trust the corporation. I tend to, I'm like Nia, I see her saying down here, I tend to lean towards what gamers are saying. I think you can kind of filter through those that are review bombing. I think you can filter through that. You can kind of obviously see that based on what they say and the score that they give. You can see that that's not a genuine score. But I do kind of have a rock raised eyebrow with corporations, especially in gaming. And just like Rotten Tomatoes, like you can go in there and see Rotten Tomato bomb a movie that the user base loved, and then highly rate like Mario, the Mario movie. I don't know if y'all remember that. All the corporate and those the professional reviewers bombed that movie. Now I'm not gonna say it was a great story, but I think you're supposed to go in understanding the material that you're going to engage and not looking for something that was never, you know what I'm saying, you should never went in looking for. So I'm gonna say I lean towards the user. I think you get more honest feedback from the actual gamers, the actual user base, than you actually do from these corporations. So I'm gonna lean that way. And with some of the tactics and practices that's coming out that we've seen for years, I'm gonna lean towards the gamer in most cases. Go ahead. Any feedback on that, and we can move on.
Nah, I don't trust the gamers either.
No, I don't
Even
think that I
no
don't
no
trust.
no no no. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't lean towards their reviews. They're both raised eyebrows to me. For both ways. I don't seen enough politics to understand. You question those people too, the normies. I read enough comments on Twitter to understand that as well. So because they're biased too. I mean, but
Yeah, they are. I agree. I agree with you.
but my thing is for like EA, right? Is it they don't they don't have to give anyone a review copy, right?
True.
There's nothing in the contract that they have to do that. I'm not saying that their practice is right. I think their practice is wrong. But there's nothing that says that you, this YouTuber, because you went here, you deserve a free copy of the game to review it.
Yeah. Now let me add a little context. And like I said, this video with Maddie would really give you more context. They were being promised, like constantly being promised reviews that we're going to send you reviews, and was communicating this while freezing them out and with no intentions on getting because, and it was a kind of a common denominator between those who went to that special play and got a chance to play it early, and based on what they said, those that had more of a negative, not necessarily negative, but had more critiques that wasn't favorable, though all those entities did not get a review copy. Now, again, what you're saying is right. They have the right to refuse a review copy to anyone, but if it's because you didn't like our pre-review, not that they said it was bad, they said they believe it's going to be good. We hopeful, but there is some concerns. Sometimes it doesn't feel like Dragon Age. If I be honest about your stuff and then you turn around and tell me or freeze me out because of that, that's really bad practices. But again, they have the right to do it.
It's not ethical, but it's not wrong.
That's what I said. It's not wrong, but it's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't think it's ethical, but because they're always trying to find what
illegal.
edge.
It's wrong.
It's not illegal. But they're always trying to find what edge they get up with to get positive news out there. I mean, they have a whole division for that to make sure they get positive news. And so I think EA's garbage for that, but it's a corporation. That's what they always trying to find an edge. And like I said, I don't want to say this makes it sound like I'm condoning it, because I don't condone. I think it's wrong. I think they should be called out for it. But it doesn't surprise me. I don't
Yeah.
like it. It doesn't make me feel a different certain way. That if other companies, some companies are more truthful than others. But EA is dirty and about money, and they make decisions like that, and they're trash.
Right. Now, I'm going to say this. D2K said whether or not I like a game is based on whether or not I like it, a game. I don't care about someone else's take. I bought the game with my own money. Others' opinions are useless to me. I get that. But I'm going to be honest. I'm not trying to go spend $69.99 on a game that's going to end up being trash. So if I could get some insight to that, because the only way I'm going to find out if it's trash if I buy it. And if I buy it, if it's trash, I'm gonna be wishing somebody told me it was trash before you bought it. Just like Keith just bought this $20 trash.
Bring it up.
He probably wished. And K-Buff just bought $59.99 of trash with X-Men on. See, so save me that $29, that whatever. I don't want it. But I want to be able to trust your take and give me. Now, if I just want to go forward anyway and say, okay, that's your take. I take that into consideration and I say, but I want to see for myself and I purchase it. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you saying D2K. But if you can help me save my money and not buy a worthless experience, like all those who bought Cyberpunk early on, who clearly was lied to, the reviews that got froze and was hidden to it came out, and you already bought your copy before the reviews came out, I'm pretty sure if the reviews was out and people got the chance to hear the truth about the game, that would have kind of caused them to pause for a second and question, should I buy this game? Instead of all those refunds taking place. So there is a place.
The reviews weren't paused. They didn't send any reviews for the PS4 and Xbox One. No one got it because they were trying to hide the fact that it was terrible.
Right. So that's what I mean. So I said pause, but held up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You know what they should have did?
Yeah.
What should they done?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what they should have did. They should have bought Cyberpunk 2077 on the Google Stadia. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, mine. I mean, but no, I want to echo Velo's sentiments. Sometimes it's not just an opinion. Sometimes it is like, hey, this game got technical issues. Save your money.
Right.
So I 100% agree with that.
Mortal Kombat on the Switch.
Yeah, melted ice cream.
Any Fallout game when it launches.
Oh my god!
I agree with that. You're right. Somebody's trash can be your heaven. You correct. I'm just saying I want to make an educated purchase. I'm not saying I go with every review. Sometimes people say they don't like something, I get it anyway, and I end up enjoying it. But I still want to hear some of the sentiments. If something is getting across the board, man, this is not good, and save your money, and they can show me the glitches, and I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna save my money. Like with Hogwarts for the Switch, I saw that and I was like, hey, that ain't. I definitely won't be getting it on the Switch. But anyway, so just a curious thought on that. So the sentiments is. Follow your own gut. Don't listen to none of these people. Follow those that you trust. Find you a few people that you feel like are trustworthy. Let them be, help you gauge whether or whether not to purchase something. But don't lean all your trust into corporations or the users. But I thought it was an interesting topic. That practice is not, like you said, K-Bum, it's not ethical, but it's not necessarily illegal either. So. With that being said, we want to go to this next subject, and that is Microsoft. So Game Pass Ultimate is basically, what would y'all say? Able to be streamed. Your games that you own, I guess, on Game Pass, you can stream pretty much on other devices now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to pull this up. I think they got a commercial for it. So who want to take the floor on this one?
I'll start.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you see that article that I sent you from Kotaku?
Yeah, I think I got it up now. Yes. You want me to read it?
Yeah. Go
Okay,
for it.
you gonna make me read, Keith? All right, sir. I didn't proofread through this. Nia, don't laugh at me if I stumble up a little bit. So Xbox will now let you stream games you own without a console. Currently, only 50 games support the feature, and you can't stream them on your Xbox console yet. Okay. So Xbox is expanding its streaming option and will now let players stream some games they already own that aren't included in Game Pass on any device that supports it. Since 2020, Xbox has let Game Pass Ultimate subscribers stream a large selection of games, included in the subscription via various devices and apps. For example, if you were a member, you could play the Halo Master Chief Collection on your phone via cloud streaming. But if a game you wanted to play to stream and play wasn't included in the Game Pass catalog, you were screwed. That changed today though only for some games. Let me see. On November 20, Xbox announced that it would finally let people stream some games they already own. This has been a long requested feature from fans, something Xbox acknowledges in the blog post announcing the news. And Xbox previously teased that this feature was coming in October. Currently, you can't stream any owned games, and these purchased games can't be streamed on Xbox consoles or the Xbox PC app yet for some reason. You can, however, stream them on all other devices and browsers that support it. So if you already own Assassin's Creed Mirage, for example, you can currently you are currently an Xbox, and you are a current Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscriber, you can go to the website, log in, hit play, and start stabbing people without a download or a console. I know because I just did it. Okay, so basically that's it. So the floor is yours, Keith.
All right.
Wait, so does it have to be a digital game? I guess if you say you own, I mean it has to be digital, right?
I guess it got to be a digital own game. It has to be.
It has to be digital. Okay.
Here's the list of the 50 games. I say Animal Well, Assassin's Creed Mirage, Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora. I don't know how to say it. How you say that? Baltero?
The game of the year contender.
You don't have to read them out, especially.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Cyberpunk 2077, Dragon Quest. There's a lot of them down here. A whole bunch of Final Fantasy.
A lot of titles. I think this is dope. I want to read this one part that it's about the PlayStation Portal. Or do you want to hold that?
I mean, it could go.
We can hold it. I think we hold the Portal part. I think we're going to talk about that adjacent to this, but not with it.
All right. So I believe we are stepping into the future. This is definitely something that I think that should have been happening a long time ago. And I think this is the innovation right before your eyes, because they've been trying to build this catalog for a very long time, and they've been successful in building the catalog. I don't know if they've been successful with garnering the subscribers, but one of the things that they basically just allowed you to, that whole commercial that they had, this is an Xbox, like this is coming a reality. And they are removing the box that prevents you from playing their games. And I think this is dope. And I like the fact that it's game. Like I actually have Xbox games that I own. And I don't know if those games you can stream or not. I'm not gonna go through that list, but I think that I think that's dope that you can stream those games, and I'm sure more are on the way to building the true digital library that Microsoft is trying to build. like I said before in the past, I think Microsoft is like several steps ahead of the competition, even though we're going to talk about the portal, but I think they're several steps ahead of the competition. And remember, they said that Stadia and Luna, Amazon Luna, they were competing with them. And this is just a culmination of what they were saying. This is what they were trying to get to. They were trying to get away from the box under the TV and have you streaming, and now they're just going crazy now. You can play games that you already own. I think that's kind of dope. And then on top of that, I guess you don't need a Game Pass subscription to play those, or you do.
Yeah, it's games that you own that's not on Game Pass that aren't included in Game Pass.
But you still need the Game Pass to play them.
I don't know if that's true.
You got to have Game Pass. You got to be subscribed to Game Pass. That's what it said.
So you do got to be subscribed to the Game Pass?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's still dope, though. It's still dope. But
I think so. I think.
Yeah. It's Xbox. It's Game Pass Ultimate.
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, I think they're just adding value, and they're adding value to Ultimate.
It says stream your own games with Game Pass Ultimate. So you got to have Game Pass Ultimate.
Okay. But yeah, they're just adding value. Remember, we were looking at the chart and we were comparing the online services and stuff like that. Like I said, this just adds value, similar to a certain Nintendo Music app. Just adding value to your subscription. Hey man, listen, Mario Kart 8 music is crispy. It's super clean. It's so beautiful. I just wanted to put that in there. I know you're talking about Xbox.
I know the Wii had some. The Wii had some bops on that. I don't care what nobody say.
But yeah, they just added value, and I appreciate this, and I can't wait to see what else they come up with to make this even a more robust platform. That's all I got right now.
You can't tell me that making the Wii's didn't have a bop behind that. That was a bop behind making the Wii's on the Wii. Making Mii's on the Wii was a bop.
I never said it was. I'm like, did I say it wasn't?
Boy, that music come on, you get to feeling all pleased and happy and feeling good. Oh, shoot, man. Yeah, that was a bop.
I'm trying to find why I'm getting targeted. Like, did I say it wasn't a bop?
No, I'm just saying you don't hate on Nintendo Music app, man. I don't want it, but I don't hate on it. Just don't buy it.
What the hell I hate on the music app? I hate on Wii Music. I hate it. But everybody hates that. So.
I think we all hate it.
Nintendo hated Wii Music.
Yeah, I didn't say I've never said anything about the app. I just think it's funny.
I think that's when Miyamoto got set down. Like, okay, you only advise. You can't make nothing no more. Anyway, go ahead.
I was like, do y'all hate me right now making this? Do y'all really hate me as a fan?
I hated the fact that they went on the E3 stage and demonstrated it. Like I felt like I shouldn't even. I'm an adult. It made me go back to what K-Bone wife said. What you playing that kiddie system for? I was like, I felt like I did. I was like, this is what she talking about right here. Go ahead, K-Bone. It's your floor.
Nah, no problem. So, we have been. I know I've been pointing the way of the future and what Xbox's plan is for the longest, and this is right on their roadmap. This is where they've been trying to go to for the longest. This is why the FTC or FCT, what was it called, the people that were trying to stop Xbox from getting Activision. This is why they were trying to stop them, because they knew that they had the foothold into this digital gaming. Right,
take note to what Nia just said too, because I want to address that. She has a good point or a good, interesting thought down there. I think should be brought into the conversation. Go ahead, K-Bone.
No problem. And so this is just right on their path to completely removing the system, and that you can literally play your Xbox anywhere. This is just a continuous step, which I find it weird, because I thought we were supposed to be here already. With xCloud, right? I thought xCloud was supposed to bring us here already. Because remember they've been talking about cloud gaming since the last generation. Since what Crackdown 3, they've been talking about cloud gaming. But each of these gaming platforms have taken this direction. Because don't forget, Sony bought that streaming service back on the PS3. They bought that cloud streaming service as well to get them to the point where they are. But we'll save that for them. But this is the direction, and anything now becomes an Xbox. But I do find it ironic that you can't actually do this on your Xbox. So it's kind of weird, but they do have cloud streaming on your Xbox. So I know when I was messing around with the Game Pass previously, uh, that I was able to stream on my Xbox One. I was able to stream the Xbox Series S games on there. And I think it was the baseball game was one of the titles you could do, so you can get the higher graphics on the weaker machine. So, but I think this is right up the alley. I think this is what is the best place for Microsoft, but it makes me question their approach. I'm gonna say all the positives. Let me get all the positives out of the way. I think this is dope. I think this is the future. This is the next wave.
You gotta do what? You gotta get all the positives out the way.
I gotta get the positive out of the way. Let me get the positive out of the way. I think this is dope. I think this is the future.
Oh my God.
I think this is going to allow them to have that title of being the number one third party developers or publishers out there. This is going to expand their audience. This is going to allow them to dabble in other places that they normally would not have been. I think it's dope. But it makes me question, why did they begin this generation with screaming with the top of their lungs how they were going to introduce the most powerful console of all time? Like it just, what you're doing here doesn't agree with the most, because now you've completely taken that system out of the loop.
So you saying playing anywhere on anything isn't the most powerful system?
You want to play it anywhere. You don't care about playing it on the most powerful system. You want to play it anywhere. Those two don't go hand in hand, because you're not streaming from your. I don't believe you're streaming from your console. You're streaming from the cloud.
I was making a joke that
my bad.
It's the most
My bad, I
powerful
missed it.
it's the most powerful because you can play it anywhere. Anyway, it landed. That was a dud. Let me slap myself.
Slap yourself.
The floor is yours.
Yeah. I just didn't match, and I didn't. But anyway, I think whatever direction they're doing now, and I believe whatever handheld system they're going to come out with is going to support this as well, and hopefully it takes it to another level, and hopefully is a better handheld than what Sony has right now. I think that Sony has left them a space to kind of champion that, to do more, and so I think this is dope, and I think they're gonna continue to get success with this approach, because it removes the box and allows them to get people, because no one's buying games on their system and no one's buying the console. So I think this is a great approach for them.
All right, Mr. Norris, do you got anything to add to that?
Well, I kind of want to push back on what Neil was saying. I don't know if they actually pivoted. I think they've been working on this. I always go back to what D2K said when he was playing. I can't remember what game he said that he was playing, but he said he picked off right. I think it was a 360 game, and he picked up right where he left off. I think this is something they've always wanted to do. It's to make that unification of their ecosystem, their world, just like, hey, no matter what's going on in your life, wherever you are, your stuff remains. Like your gaming, your saves, everything remains. And I think this is something that they've always wanted to do. It just so happened that the other stuff was just terrible adjacent to it. So it just kind of looks like that. But I think this is something they always wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, to me, it's like this. Microsoft is realizing that they have to do something different. They can't play the game the way that the other their competitor plays. They can't play on that. Sony, they can't compete with Sony trying to do it the traditional way. Sony has too much of a leg up there, too much of a squeeze on. I feel like Sony is in Nintendo's position from the NES days when Nintendo had, you know what I'm saying, the quality seal, and you had to pretty much kiss the ring. I think Sony is in that position right now, especially between Sony and Xbox. And Xbox is always going to be playing second tier to them. So I think they're changing the narrative for themselves. I know that, you know, maybe those who bought into the ecosystem and own Xboxes might not like announcements like this, but and like to what Nia said, it pushes us farther to a digital world and the streaming world, where like right now, I can't even remember the last DVD I bought or Blu-ray I bought. I didn't even go buy Deadpool versus Wolverine. I just waited till it came out on Disney. So we don't own nothing. So I see the concern there for those, especially who like physical copies. But I understand. I can see what Microsoft is trying to do, and I can't. Got into a back and forth in the comment section over our last podcast. I don't think y'all saw it or not because I ain't see y'all chime in. And I guess the dude thought we owned Xboxes because of what we said about this is an Xbox, and we thought it was smart marketing. And I had to let the brother know, our sister or whoever it was, me, K-Bum, Keith owns an Xbox. Me and K-Bum own Switches and PlayStation 5s. Keith owns a PC and a Switch. And I think he gets Game Pass here and there when he wants to. We can acknowledge that they're doing smart business. You don't have to like it, but it is smart business. And this is smart business. And it's going to allow them to make money, and and they said it's something that their fan base asked for. So I can't get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't benefit me personally, but if their fan base asks for it, and it frees up and gives you liberty and freedom and options, I'm not mad at it. And it points to where they're going. And it's clearly they got their messaging, they got their direction, they got their vision. And they pushing forward. And I'm not mad at them, man. I think they doing what they need to do to make their platform and their product and their company or this division viable and profitable and to get out the shadow of Sony and Nintendo. They doing their own thing. They carving their own path. They beating their own drum. They don't know how to make games, but they definitely know how to let you play them anywhere. So, hey, I ain't mad at it. So, that's what I would say.
If anybody think we own Xboxes, they must not listen to the podcast.
Right. And did y'all see the comments? The dude was going out like, brother, just for clarity, none of us own an Xbox. So we ain't taking L's. I said, I guess if I'm attracted to, I said, I guess it's making money is losing. And I guess I'm attracted, it's an L. I guess I'm attracted to losers because they going to start making money now, which that's what it's all about. You making it about the box, and I get that. That's the old mindset. That's the old war. That's that old fight. You still got that, you know, Vietnam, you got, you still shell shocked. You still got post-traumatic PSD. Hey, brother, we out the war.
PTSD. Yeah, my bad. I said that wrong.
PTSD. So
thank you, Keith.
So the point is, man, you fighting a war that's over. You know, Microsoft has waved the white flag. We quit. You win, Sony. So we gonna go cut this grass and find another path to flourish in, like D2K saying. And I'm not mad at them. They don't have a choice. What's the point of losing money generation after generation trying to fight to compete and play catch up and buying billion-dollar studios to do it? Why not just carve your own path and make all the money that you can possibly make? And that's what they seem to be doing. We can make way more money than trying to just be the best box. We can be everywhere and make all the money all at the same time. I can't get mad at them. And they marketing and they messaging is clear. I might not like every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Nia. I fear digital-only gaming. I feared it with DVDs, too, and music. I hate all these discs. Absolutely. Get all these. I got so many discs in here. I'm like, man, get this mess out of here. I can't think of the last time I put a CD in. A CD? You don't put that phone on
kids
Bluetooth.
don't even know what that is.
Right. So we fear it. And I'm not saying there's still things you should want to have copies of, but man, I don't get mad when I get mad when I had to get up and change the cartridge out of the Switch. So sometimes I won't. I just play the games that's downloaded.
Big mad.
Big mad when I
I don't even play the game after that. I'm like, nope.
Right.
I'm gonna play the other game then.
My girls wanted to play a game, and it was going to require me to have to get up out my seat to take the game out. I said, you know what? I don't feel like getting up. Hey, y'all got to play these downloaded games on here. Pick and choose. There's a lot of them. Dad, we don't want to play these, but that's all you got. That's your option because I ain't getting up. So I'm getting spoiled. I think I'm slowly creeping into it. Hey, do I need a disc? So I'm not mad at Microsoft. It is future. It's thinking ahead. It's getting out of the tug of war between and it's finding your own path. And they clearly they unfound it, and then now they finna pave it, and probably a lot of people gonna start walking it after they pave it. And it is what it is. So I'm not mad at them. Any other thoughts on it?
I have one more.
Yeah.
R.I.P. the Stadium.
Oh, this is breaking my heart. It worked. It worked. I was playing Red Dead Redemption. Cyberpunk finished it. The Stadia. Okay, I'm done.
All right. So, dang it. Did I close out on it? I did. All right. Anyway, I can get back to it. So, we got to go to this next thing, man. So, the Game Awards caused the commotion as well.
No.
No,
we wanted to pivot. Because it's kind of the same topic.
Okay. So, we're going to pivot. That's right. Portal. So, we're going to pivot to the Portal. And who want to take the floor? So Sony did a thing too. Sony is like, not you alone, Microsoft. We shall follow you down the streaming lines. Now they have made it to where, with your PlayStation Portal, you can stream from the cloud. So they have made it more. They've added more value to it and made it more useful. So I guess I'm going to bring K-Bum in on this because he owns the Portal, so I'm pretty sure he has tried it. Have you tried it, K-Bum? Don't leave me out here. I'm hoping you tried it. So the floor is yours, bro. And I'm going to pull up this article. Is he still there, K-Bum?
Yep. Just got some Raising Cane's. Hold on. I was trying to eat it while you was introducing me.
Don't tell my wife that. My wife loves Raising Cane, man.
You got a little chicken with your sauce?
Okay, so I'll read this.
I got a little chicken with my sauce.
I'll read this because if she heard you had some Raising Cane, she'd be having me riding up to St. Louis. You don't want me to read it? I can read it while you're chewing.
Go ahead, read it. I'm finna just chicken. Go ahead.
Yeah. So PlayStation Portal gets cloud streaming. PlayStation Portal gets limited cloud streaming just as Microsoft, look at the article, ramps up Xbox marketing. Ooh, that's only like, you're not on this alone. PlayStation Portal latest system software update includes limited cloud streaming functionality, allowing users to play PlayStation 5 games on the handheld device without the need for the actual console. So, guys, they are freeing you up. They're cutting the cable or the digital cable, and they're letting you go and roam freely without the need of your PlayStation 5. At the moment, the cloud streaming beta on PlayStation Portal is exclusive to PlayStation Plus premium subscribers, so they're making you pay to play, and only extends to the 150 or so PlayStation 5 games already in the PlayStation Plus game catalog. Sony's blog post on the subject specifically mentions Dave the Diver, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Monster Hunter Rise, Ratchet and Clank, Rifts Apart, which is an awesome game, Animal Wells, Death Stranding, Demon's Soul, Disco what is that? Elysium and Humanity should be playable as well. Streaming on the PlayStation Portal tops out at 180 or 1080 or 1080p and 60 frames per second. Throws Sony Vice President of Production or Product Manager. I don't know how to say that. Recommends internet speed of at least 13 Mbps. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that.
Lord.
Achieves this visuals. As we are in the beginning stages of publicly testing cloud streaming on the PlayStation Portal, some features will not be available, such as game trails, streaming games purchased on PlayStation Store, system features such as party voice chat, and game invites from select games, create button, 3D audio, and in-game commerce, he wrote. So, I think that's enough. Let me see. PlayStation subscribers have been able to stream play. Okay, yeah, that's enough. So, K-Bum, the floor is yours.
All right. So, I heard the news. I saw it. And I said, man, I want in on this. And so I went upstairs and said, woman, sorry, I didn't say that. Wife, where is my PlayStation Portal? We just had a big
They sound like doing in that. Yeah, where's my super suit? You sound like Samuel Jackson.
Well, we just had a birthday celebration for her. And so I had to put my toys away.
My
we had kids over
this Sunday. Happy birthday, Miss K-Bum.
So I'll let her know.
Yeah. What's her day of birth?
12th of November.
Well, we both got November wives. That's why they get along so well.
Be cutting up. Anyway. So, because I got kids, I don't like kids playing my toys. I hate it. No kids touch my PlayStation. I don't play that. But anyway, I had to go search for it. Finally found it. Got online, and then I realized, this is only for PlayStation Premium users. I am not a PlayStation Premium user, so that's okay. I was going to upgrade anyway. I was trying to find a reason. So I'm like, I guess this is a reason to upgrade. So I go in there. I paid I think $13 extra for the next 220 days to be a premium user. So I went ahead and upgraded. Then I got the portal. I downloaded the update. I sat there and waited. It was very long. The download, whatever server they use, must be terrible. And so it finally downloaded. I tried to set it up. Didn't set up right. Had to restart the machine, log out, log back in. I set it up, went to the PlayStation Cloud beta for gaming, clicked the button, and nothing loaded. And I waited. And I restarted it, and I went back again, and I signed out. I turned it back on, nothing loaded. I did it again, nothing loaded. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to have this played before the podcast. I tried. It did not show up. As we were talking, I went to grab my PlayStation Portal, and I opened it back up, and it's loaded now. Don't know why it took 3 hours to do that, but now there is an interface for me to pick the game. Oh, look at that, The Witcher 3, and stream. So, I want to share my thoughts on this. Ooh, Ratchet & Clank. That's a PS5 game, wasn't it? Size matter, Ratchet & Clank.
Man, come on, bro.
Okay, let me share my thoughts about it. There was a problem with the PlayStation Portal. It was the problem with the PlayStation Portal that it can only reach so many people. You reduce your audience with the PlayStation Portal because you had to have a PlayStation 5, sorry. That means the only people that can buy a PlayStation Portal is the same audience that you have that owns a PS5. That is very terrible job by Sony. And I don't know why they didn't say that this was coming, because I don't even remember them saying this was coming.
They did.
But the fact that this is here has just opened the door to Keith to play PS5 games if he wanted to. Or anyone else to play PS5 games that do not own the PS5. This is now you have a much wider audience for this. Which, like I said, I don't know why they didn't do it at first.
I see
but
where you're going
I'm
with
happy.
this.
You say what?
I see where you're going with this, sir. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. So I'm happy that it's here now, but um, it's I can't tell you how it works functionally because I wasn't able to test it. Uh, wasn't able to test it. Hopefully I'll get a chance to before next podcast. But I think this is a big deal, and to me, it puts them in a because Sony likes to do what everybody else does. They're copycats. They kind of like they're the people that says, "Oh, you did that. Oh, can we do that better, or can we just do it enough that people think we did it better?" Sony does that too. So this puts them in a very similar position as Xbox, even though Xbox is doing it far superior than Sony is right now. But I think it's dope. I think if they allow downloading onto this thing, that would just take it over the top and make it an actual handheld. If they allow that, you said what?
Is there space on it?
I don't know. You can't access it. Well, there's no SD card to put in there, so I guess there may not be any real space on there. So, but it has to be something because you're caching when you're streaming. So it has to be some kind of space. But I don't. But I said all that to say I think it's great. I think this is something that should have been there at launch. I think this is going to sell more units. I think they need to do a heavy push out to people to get people interested into the portal because it allows people to now play it without the PS5.
Keith, the floor is yours. I got some thoughts. I think that's an interesting. Where you going with that, K-Bum? Was open up my thoughts on this, but yeah, go ahead, Keith. The floor is yours.
So where K-Bum was going was
hold on, real quick. I want to answer Nia question. Yes, Nia. What you're playing is you're streaming it from the cloud, not from the PS5, and those games are not the games you downloaded, but the games in the PlayStation catalog. So yes, it is without the PS5 that you can stream games. So just want to answer that. Cool.
So yeah, where he went with that was exactly what I was thinking. I actually went over to Best Buy just to see if this announcement was like had it sold out, but it's still readily available. I think this is a fantastic move as well, just like the Xbox. I think, and I personally think PlayStation has better games than Xbox, which automatically makes this more valuable. And then I don't know how they do their games like 1-to-1. So I don't know if Ghost of Yotei comes out, is it going to be immediately in the Plus? I don't know if it works that way. But having
there's no day and date that they don't play that.
They don't play this, so it's still gonna have to wait.
Yeah, you still gotta wait. But like Miles Morales and Ratchet and Clank is on there. So
I got Miles Morales and Ratchet and Clank on PC. Thanks, Sony. But it's still a really great value, to be able to stream those games, to be able to play PlayStation games in the bed, in the bathroom, in the room, in the tub, wherever you want to play on the train, wherever you get good internet connection. I think this is pretty dope. And like I said, this is the future. This is where we're headed, people. This is where we're going. And I remember when they announced the portal, I think we were all like, this is stupid. We were all like, why does this thing even exist if you got to be locked to the PlayStation 5? And the fact that they already had this in mind, clearly. And they I don't know why. Maybe they were just waiting. The PlayStation 5 owners were beta testers. Maybe, I don't know. But I know we were all like, "This is stupid. Why lock it that way?" But now that you've opened it up to the rest of everybody else, I think this is going to fly off the shelves. And I think Sony may also see an increase. Well, they should see an increase in their premium subscriptions as well. So, man, everybody's out here making good business moves. These are the types of moves, and I'm gonna land my plane here. These are the types of moves that Nintendo needs to be worried about. Them worrying about somebody copying a handheld, specifically like the way they do it. Sure, but doing it this way opens the floor for a lot of people, man. And having a robust catalog of games on both platforms, this is the future. It's literally Netflix of gaming.
So I'm gonna say I agree, but it says something else to me beyond what you guys are saying. It's saying that to me they should have waited to give this thing everything it needed to make it what it should be. Because to me, I think there may have been ideas around it, but I think pressure has made them do this probably before they really wanted to. I think they should have held this off until it had the room to download on it. Because just imagine if you could like K-Bum said, you could download games onto the system itself and play them directly from the system. And add the streaming on there. And, removing the need for the PlayStation 5. And let's say you charge $299. You don't think it'll sell?
It's already $199.
Right. You just $100 more, or $50.
I don't see it selling for $299 though. Because if you're going to download, you do need storage, like the flash memory.
That's what I'm saying.
And this is just a screen.
I know. I'm just saying, had they held off, this is just thinking, I think everything they're doing is great. I'm just saying, it seemed like to me that this clearly points to the second one's going to have all the features that this one did not have. And had they held off and put space on there to download, like, I guess what you say, memory, or what word I'm looking for?
Flash memory.
Flash memory, where you could download the games, some games on there, maybe not a lot, but enough like you want to go, hey, you could put 3 to 4 games on here that you can play straight off the device. Or, and you add the streaming part to it. That really makes this thing kind of something. I'm saying this does, but it seems like, it says to me, y'all should have waited and did everything you needed to do to make this thing a thing. And you started to make it a thing, but clearly you limited what you can do. You limited yourself as far as what you can go with this particular one. You're going to have to come with another one, and it's going to have all the features that this one probably should have had. And that's my only negative. Everything else is positive. This is dope. And it is something Nintendo need to be concerned about. Not just Nintendo, but systems like Steam Deck and all the rest. Like, if Sony and Microsoft gets the Netflix of streaming on these portable devices, with Microsoft saying play anywhere, let's say Sony says the same thing. Yeah, this has a lot of implications. This has a lot of possibilities. It is smart thinking. It is future thinking. And I can't get mad at the copycat aspect of it. Hey, you don't want to let them be in that lane alone. So, hey, Microsoft, y'all not gonna, we can put our foot here too. So I can't get mad at them. I think it's dope. But I wish they would have held off on the device and gave it all the features it need, and maybe charged $50 more for it to have the storage space and all that, or the option or something like that. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off. I want you to finish your thought first.
No, that was it.
Now, the reason why I would kind of disagree a little is because I would rather for Sony had did a full portable device, right? An actual portable device.
Yeah, that maybe what I should have said. Yeah.
But
go ahead.
But this was to continue their remote play initiative that they've been doing since the PS3 days. Right? They wanted, because at first I thought I had the wrong ideas of the PlayStation Portal. I was completely against it. I didn't understand it. But once I understood it as being the continuation of the remote play, and this is just a better way that they can give you a remote play experience. Because using the controller on this thing, like, you just feel like you're holding a PlayStation controller. It is the best way to play remote play for Sony systems. So I understand that they wanted to give you that while not having a large investment for people, as in money wise, cost wise. It's not a large investment. $200 is not a large investment. It's an investment, none the least, but not a large investment. So I get it. Like I said, I agree with you. From the point is, I wish they would have came out with a actual portable device. But I understand what this one is. I don't know if they will come out with an actual portable device because they've done that and they had success and they failed both. I thought this was something that was kind of middle ground. That if they failed, it wasn't going to be as impactful as the Vita.
Think of this, let me add this in there real quick. This can be their counter to the hybrid nature of the Switch. By pairing these two devices, you playing the same games. This could be their answer to it. Like, okay, it is. It ain't no could be. It is their answer to it. It's half-hearted. It was half-hearted. It wasn't a full committal. So clearly they're going to come with another device that can allow them to fully commit to the box under the TV and the on-the-go experience. And this is how you address the hybrid nature that's starting to become a popular thing. It seems like both Microsoft and Sony is trying to address that with what they're doing. But go ahead, Keith. I'll finish my thought after you finish.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all are saying this or not. I think you don't want to make a dedicated device.
I don't.
If you're talking about making dedicated games, because then you're putting yourself in that position that Nintendo found themselves floundering in. You don't want a PlayStation game with a PlayStation portable games with specific PlayStation portable device. Yeah. So I think what. And I just want to say this before I continue. K-Bone got one of these for free, bro. What? I just want y'all to remember that he got this for free. He didn't even invest, and then they opened the world up to him. That's crazy.
You funny, bro.
But I think this is I think what they're doing is right. I think I don't think they'd have to do any more. I think they take the necessary baby steps. I don't think they have to go over committed because you're talking about the PlayStation fan base is not Nintendo's fan base or not Xbox fan base. They don't respond to these same types of gadgets and gimmicks and stuff like that. PlayStation fans like their box under the TV. So Sony doing it this way, not fully committing, but also still giving you something that's kind of dope, really. I think this is probably the best way for PlayStation to do it, as opposed to just fully committing to it.
See, and going back to what you said earlier, I don't want them to make a dedicated portable device because it does create the need for you make a game specific to it, and you do create the problem that the Vita and the PlayStation 3 had, and the PSP and the PlayStation 2 had. And what Nintendo had with the 3DS and the Wii U and the DS and the Wii is too much. Like, Nintendo is take all those games that they was making for both them platforms and put it on one platform and let you go and stay at the TV or go. I think Sony has the answer for it with this device. It just need on-hand storage to make it what it. To me, on-hand storage. Well, I don't know if I'm wrong.
Sorry. I apologize. I want to let you.
No, I'm just saying you can correct me. I could be wrong. I could be missing something. So I'm just throwing it out there. If I'm wrong, walk me back. If they put on-hand storage on this, where you can download a few of the games that you own on the device and go, and you have the option to play those games that you got stored on it, play streaming, or connect to your PlayStation 5. That's literally the Switch at that point. And maybe better. I don't know. So, because you're not, it's limited to 1080p, but you're not getting a downgraded experience, maybe a hampered experience because of your Wi-Fi strength. But so if I'm tripping, I'm walking back. I don't know. If
I want to jump on it because in order for you to play those downloaded games onto the system, the system itself needs the
brains.
The brains and the power and the processor and the memory and it becomes a Steam Deck now. You need all that stuff that a Steam Deck has to be able to play the games on the actual system.
That's right.
And what the PlayStation Portal is
You're
a
right.
screen.
I was tripping. I did not consider you need the CPU, the GPU.
Yep.
You need all.
Yep.
Okay, you're absolutely correct. So, okay, that makes.
Hey,
that
does
makes
this
sense.
thing have the same rumble?
Yeah, it has rumble. Yeah, it does.
But is it the same
Yeah, it's the
as
same.
the DS5?
I don't know. I don't believe it feels the same.
Okay.
I don't know.
Why wouldn't
I'll
it?
have to. Because, I don't think it feels the same as the PS5 Rumble. It has it, but it doesn't. I don't.
Well, the screen probably does take a little bit of the rumble away because it absorbs it. The screen probably is absorbing some of.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's possibly. I don't. It doesn't feel the same. I'll say that.
Okay.
It may have the same rumble, but for the stuff I've done, it doesn't feel the same. I'll say that.
So basically, it doesn't let. Okay, so this is their answer. Like, okay, if you can't, they can't do exactly what Nintendo is doing because Nintendo device has it all built in the device.
Yes.
So yeah, K-Bum, you absolutely right. So scratch everything I said before, people. Don't put no storage on there. He is absolutely right. I didn't think about it. You got to have the guts of the
Yeah, you gotta have the guts.
So basically, they need to go ahead and make them a hybrid system and stop playing. Go ahead and make
I think this is perfect.
I don't know if I want a hybrid system with PlayStation. I want you to dedicate to a under the box system and give me the highest and the best graphics you can give me. I don't
graphics.
I don't want to sacrifice my graphics for portable.
Okay.
To be portable. I want my system to stay there.
Okay.
And that's why he didn't give me no pushback what I said when I was like, PlayStation gamers ain't going for that.
Yeah.
They want their box.
Yeah, I want my box.
Okay. So this is dope though. I mean, it's an option. You got two options. You can stream or you can connect. That's dope. I made y'all commercial, y'all. Y'all should steal that from me. You can stream or you connect. It's your option. You know, PlayStation 5, stream or connect. Anyway, it is dope, man. And that maybe they should have announced this, like you said, K-Bum, day one, that this was a potential possibility. I'm curious why they held that. I don't know if I'm gonna get one yet. I don't know what I'm gonna get one yet. Yeah.
I would for you. I think you can bypass this. To be honest,
so.
level.
I think I can.
Yeah, I think you can bypass this. I think having multiple mobile devices is not beneficial.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
it creates the same problem. You trying to take everything, then everything becomes a weight. And you got too much. No, I'm good. I like the simplicity of throwing that Switch in this little bag, throwing the dock in there. I already got my portable dock already ready to go, and I'm out. And some games, I'm gone. Because I'll be doing either this or that. I wouldn't be doing both. I'd probably take
exactly.
Well, I don't know, K-Bum, because there's a few times I took that PlayStation 5 with me.
True.
If I could just throw this controller in the bag. It ain't hurt nothing. Long as I'll be scared I'll crack my screen, but long as I got it secure, actually, I ain't buying this thing.
It is a hassle. Because remember when I went to Switzerland, I took both the Portal and the Switch.
Yeah.
And I played the Switch on the plane. And I think I played the Switch again on one of the trains. But I don't think I played the Portal at all because of the fact you need a sturdy, solid Wi-Fi connection. And anytime I was in somewhere with a Wi-Fi connection that's strong, I was either sleeping or busy, right? So that's why the Switch got more play on that vacation than this. That's why I say it's different, right? This device is different, and it lends itself to a different experience because you can't do this on the train if the train are by state. Right, because you need a solid connection. But a Switch you can be on bi-state,
right?
And the bus system. I don't know if everybody has that. The bus system and play it because you don't need the internet connection. So I think it fits different lifestyles, slightly different. People still won't be portable, but it is slightly different.
Are these the visual keys that you think we're gonna be seeing on a Switch 2? Are these the visuals?
No. I still don't think these gonna be no.
Okay.
The fidelity, yes. I think this is the fidelity you're gonna see on the Switch 2. But those graphics, probably not.
Okay. All right, so going to our next last
hold on. We actually got somebody who said they've actually been playing it.
Okay, how you say that? Kawan G? He said, I'm playing it now. I am loving it. Okay, all right. What slogan is that from? I'm loving it.
McDonald's.
I heard the music in my head. Da, 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 da. I was like, what is that? Okay, you loving
you
it.
should
Huh?
know where you heard that before. You heard it from me. I say
So he said, I'm loving it. All right, that's what's up, man. Thanks for jumping on.
Appreciate it. And also, Nia's on PlayStation website right now.
What you on?
I was on Best Buy trying to see.
All right, so let's go to this last topic and we end on this. So, as everyone know, the Game Awards is literally weeks away, maybe two weeks away. Is it after Christmas or before Christmas?
It's before Christmas.
Yeah.
What,
it's somewhere in December.
Yeah, like
I thought it was like December
12th or 13th,
no, I don't think
something like that. It's around
something like that.
That second, third week of December. Yeah. So Jeff Keighley has put out the list of nominated Game of the Year titles. I guess I need to pull this up. And it has stirred some controversies. For one, it goes against what they said they would do. And while I'm going back to this, I might need y'all to jump in because I did close out of my Google and I got to open it back up. So a lot of people are kind of upset with Jeff Keighley because of the titles that's here and the fact that there are some games that people believe should not be here. One being DLC for Elden Ring. And what was the other title that they had in here that many people feel like should be? Huh?
Balatro.
Balatro. That's the one I couldn't say earlier. Okay. And Balatro, which is like solitary. It's a spin on solitary. Anyway, let me stop. That was wrong. So I'm looking this up. So who want to take this on while I look up this what you put in the chat?
So the Game Awards gets controversy every year. December 12th, by the way. The Game Awards gets controversial every single year. Every single time. And I've actually kind of followed, I haven't followed much, but I heard the Balatro game was actually pretty good. Is it Game of the Year contender worthy? I don't know. But of course, the biggest contention, like Level just said, is the DLC. And I'm of the mind that DLC should have its own category. And not only should it have its own category, that we need to go back to Blood and Wine and pay some respect to one of the greatest DLC packs we have ever experienced of our life. But no, man, I think DLC should have its own thing. Even though Erdtree may be like I don't know how long it is. It may be huge. It may be one of the best experiences this year. But I look at it this way: if you have more categories, developers can say, "Oh, I want to see if I can win that category." So now you got people competing with DLC. Trying to make the best DLC for their game. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking like a fan. But yeah, I think that should have its own category. And but you know how Jeff do. Jeff does some of the craziest stuff, and he have his love affair with Kojima.
Yeah.
So we know we're gonna see some Kojima. Actually, I would love to see that Kojima and what's his name? Jordan Peele.
Yeah, Jordan Peele.
I would love to see what they're doing. We haven't heard nothing.
Here's the list of games that are for Game of the Year. We have Astrobot. We have, is it Balatero? Is that how you say it? Bellatero.
I think so.
You have Black Myth Wukong. You have Elden Ring Shadow of the Elder Tree. Phantom Fantasy, is that 12? Rebirth? Is that 12? What is that? The V with the 2. I think that's
7.
7. Okay, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. And the game Nia been talking about. How do you say that one?
Metaphor Refantazio.
Metaphor Refantazio are the 6 games that's for Game of the Year. And I think a lot of the arguments and sentiments is, first of all, a lot of people feel that Elden Ring should not be on the list because it's DLC. People are confused by why Bellatero is here. People are also complaining about Black Myth Wukong. I think the game, I don't have no problem with that game being there. They saying it's too low with the Metacritic score, that is too low to be here. And it's kind of just a weak year, to be honest with you. I think that's the biggest complaint.
It is a weak year.
It's a weak year. And I don't think Jeff had any choice. It's not much. You're not going to put Echoes of Wisdom there. What other game that's big that came out this year? You're not putting Stellar Blade there.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess because of the Metacritic score.
I
don't know. I don't know if that's a criteria. I don't know what Jeff got. I don't know. Maybe Stellar Blade should be here. I have no idea. But I think it's because this seems like a weak list of titles. None of these feel like, except for Black Myth at the time, but it kind of fizzed. I still want to play it. I want the physical copy. None of these titles feel, this is not Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's Gate. You felt like those titles supposed to have been there. And Resident Evil 4 remake, and we questioned, should that even be there? But we played it and we felt like, yeah, that's deserving. You know what, now that I played it, it definitely was deserving. Even though we felt like a remake shouldn't have been there last year. So that may be the case with Elden Ring, a DLC. Maybe it's so good that if you play it, you'll understand why it's there. But this does seem like a weak list to me. I'll let one of you guys go.
I'm gonna go real quick, and I'm not gonna talk about that. I'm sorry. But this is crispy, bro. I'm sorry. I'm playing I'm streaming the Miles Morales, and it looks absolutely beautiful.
Is that an OLED screen? Or is that just a regular screen?
Yeah, I believe it was. I'm not sure actually. Let me not say that. I'm not sure what it is, but this is crispy. It looks good. I'm not really seeing too much. I don't see too much lag.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I don't know how to do the moves anymore, Miles Morales, but it looks nice. I got to say that. Yeah. So
not much came out this year, Nia. That's the thing. Not a lot of stuff came out this year. This was a sparse, kind of empty year. No first party from Sony, Nintendo in their last stretch of the Wii U on the Switch. So you didn't get what you had. Princess Peach. That's definitely not going to be there. And you had Echoes of Wisdom, which I don't think is a Game of the Year title, but I haven't played any of these games. Maybe that game is better than some of these titles. I don't know. But I saw what you said on X. You said you don't believe Echoes of Wisdom should be there, so we don't have any title from Nintendo that should be here. No first party from Sony outside of Astro Bot. That's not necessarily. Is Astro Bot considered first party?
Yeah.
Okay, 1,000%. So Astro Bot. It was a weak year this year. It was a weak year this year. Go ahead. Who wants the floor?
Yeah. As far as Game of the Year, I don't have a dog in that fight. I think I did end up voting. I think I voted for Metaphor just because Nia and everybody else that I see on Twitter. I'm like, I'm gonna throw my vote over there. But I think the biggest travesty of the Game Awards, as I went through and I was voting, Well, two things. The family game thing, y'all gotta stop. Astrobot, I think was it in there? Like they just put all the Nintendo games over there, and then they put Echoes of Wisdom in there. Like that's not a family game.
I'm pulling it up now. Aloud.
That ain't no family game. I'm sorry. That's not a family game. That's anyways. I hate when they do that. Ooh, the family game. Just give it to Nintendo. No, dog. The second thing is Emio was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, no, I saw you right about that.
I'm glad you brought that up. I did play something else this week.
Okay, everybody, shh.
I played Emio, the smiley face.
Oh no, he don't already messed up the title.
Or the smiley man, whatever it is.
The smiley man.
Bruh, it's in Japanese.
They are people too.
I know. I just don't feel like reading. I gotta read. I want to listen. So when I realized I gotta read all this anyway, I was like, So I played a few minutes. I played about 30 minutes of it.
Nah, you can't get nothing out of 30 minutes.
I know. That's what I said. That's why I didn't remember it. But okay, so best family game. Let's see what to say. No thanks. So best family game, which is some of the games that I was talking about. Princess Peach. Let's see.
They put Astrobot in there. Astrobot a family game. How about that?
Astrobot in there. Yeah, you're correct.
It is? Oh, okay.
So it got Astrobot, Princess Peach, Mario Party. Let's see what else. Don't do that. Plucky Squire and Echoes of Wisdom, which out of these, I bet you Plucky Squire gonna win.
Man.
Is he gonna be Astrobot, Echoes of Wisdom, or Plucky Squire?
Plucky Squire better not win nothing.
I'm voting for this one.
I would vote for Mario Party.
Have you played Mario Party?
I don't have to.
You can't vote. You can't vote for something you ain't played for.
Let's see. I actually, I think I officially voted. I think I did vote for Astrobot, but I would vote for. Just looking back, I would vote for Mario Party because it's the only family game in there.
Yeah, the crazy thing about it is some of these other categories seem to have more interesting games in their ranks than what's in the main one. I think it's the titles, and I don't think people just not interested in these titles for the game of the year. Because you got Call of Duty, Black Ops, and multiplayer, Helldiver, Warhammer, which Warhammer probably could have been there, and Tekken 8.
Why isn't Helldiver up for game of the year?
Yeah, I thought that. Why
I would see that over some of the other stuff on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's the titles that's there. Tekken 8 probably could be up here. Hell, I still got to get Warhammer for 40,000 or some Space Marine 2. I heard that game was good, really good. Let me see what else up here. Best adaptation. I guess it's movie. Yeah. So that's movies. So let's go.
I'm mad.
Most
as best sports title. I do want to say I'm mad at best sports title. I'm mad at that.
Okay, I ain't there yet.
I am mad. I just saw you pass it up on the screen. I guess I
did. I
don't know how far behind I am. But they did not put college football on best sports title, and that is a travesty.
Oh, best race and best sport. Oh yeah, I was there. Oh, they don't. They got
no, and that's a travesty.
Top Spin, F1 to 24, EA Sports. K-Bo, you know a lot of politics going to this stuff.
I understand, but that was the most hyped sports game in the last decade. And I don't know how that gets left off the list. Unless you just phoned it in for the sports category.
Why is WWE on here?
Exactly.
Where's Madden?
Right, Madden's on there, but it didn't need to be. College football was better.
Where's Madden
So
on here?
I've been playing college football since
Madden's
July,
not on
bro.
here, bro. Madden not here.
Oh, it's not. It's
No,
not.
it got
FIFA's on there.
F124, EA
Oh,
Sports.
see, I know they phoned it in because 2K is trash this year.
They got F124,
Well, are they
EA
satisfied?
Sports,
Stop
NBA
it.
2025. Apparently, Jeff Keighley is
2K was trash this year. That's why I know they phoned it in.
top
The
spin.
fact that you left college football off is a travesty, bro. That game had 3 million people who bought the game early. It was 3 million people bought the game before the release date, the early release.
So who is on Netflix?
Do I need to watch
It's
this?
good. It's good on Netflix.
So what do y'all think about most anticipated? Do y'all really believe Metro Prime 4 Beyond should be here?
Yes.
It should be there. Yeah, it should be there.
What?
Not that okay.
It should be in the category.
Bro, we've been waiting on the game for a decade.
I know.
Yeah, remember the title screen? You guys went crazy.
Remember that?
Remember the title screen?
I know, but K-Bum, listen to me. They always do that, and then when the game come out, only 1.2 million buy it.
I understand.
Because you only heard the 1.2 that was yelling about it.
I know.
But remember, Zelda went from like 8 million to 25 million.
Did you not watch the video I put up about how Metroid hasn't benefited from the Switch?
Did you see the Nintendo's status? They said they benefited from the Switch. Nintendo said that they improved. It may not improve like Zelda numbers, but it improved.
It didn't get the Switch stimulus package. I'm anticipating it, but yeah, I don't know. I think when you look at all these other categories and then you go over here and you look at Game of the Year, it just looks weak. It looks weak, man. I think that's what it is. These are not titles you expect to be up for Game of the Year. I'm not saying they're not worthy. A card game. Have y'all? Is anyone there on this podcast familiar with this game?
You know, I'm gonna check it out.
Toro. I seen it.
I'm gonna check it out.
So anyway,
hey, but what did we say? What's your most anticipated?
Man, we started over. Why did we start over?
Huh?
It started over again. My most anticipated. It's definitely Metroid. But I'm part of that 1.2 million, so I don't think I matter. No, if I be honest, it'll be between Metroid and Ghost of Tsushima, but the actual one is Grand Theft Auto 6, clear as day. Ain't nobody. I'm not even finna fight with that.
It's not even an argument on that.
No, it ain't even an argument.
I definitely voted for Metroid.
I did try to argue it
4.
in the comment section with you, but I was joking.
No, you can't argue that. That's yeah.
But I was like, Grand Theft Auto. If Grand Theft Auto 6 don't win it, that'd be crazy. Yeah, if Grand Theft Auto 6 don't win, this whole show trash, and they're lying. Everything's a lie.
Man,
everything's a lie.
Everything's a lie.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Beach is about to win, man. This is Jeff Keighley's show. You know, because Kojima is about to get this most anticipated reward.
Oh, Death Stranding 2. I ain't realized Death Stranding 2 because it's not on my radar.
To Kojima. Metroid and Monster Hunter for me. No, you know the most. Oh, you said for me. Okay. All right, you correct. Yeah, Yote and Metroid for me. Monster Hunter.
Same. I say the same.
Yeah, Yote. I would say Yote a little bit more than Metroid. But now, if you say Metroid and I saw the Switch 2 version, then I'd be like, I'd be like Metroid. But right now, Yote be edging out Metroid a little bit right now. I might get Grand Theft Auto. I should have got 5. I wanted to see what 5 was about. Has any of you guys here played 5?
Mm-hmm. I had it on the PS3 and the PC and didn't beat it neither time.
And that's the thing. I had 4, and after picking up my girlfriend for the 20th time, I got tired. Like, is this what this is about? And then I guess if you ain't doing none of the filth in the game, it ain't no point having it, right?
Filth, flooring, filth.
My save data got corrupt on 5, and I was like, I'm not starting over. So I'm good.
Was the storyline good?
Yeah, it was actually pretty interesting. It was good because they had the 3 characters, and each of them had their own little quirks. I think Trevor was probably the funnest to play, but they did a good job with just blending all the characters together.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, Nia, you are right, and Keith and D2K, you right too. People like the ideal of Metroid. They don't buy it. You're absolutely right, and D2K, it is niche, and I came to conclude that is just not a supported title by Nintendo fans. Man, I thought, and I didn't realize that, but when you look at it, it's not. Man, it should have more numbers than 1 and 2 million, especially Prime.
They sleep,
It should
bro.
have.
They
what?
sleep. They sleep.
I told you what the problem is, bro. All that backtracking and it's a lot. It's a lot of things that Nintendo needs. Anyway, that's another conversation.
No. You know what's sad? No, it ain't necessarily sad, but Animal Crossing cleaned house, and Metroid can't even get a fraction of those same gamers.
Anybody care about the virtual reality? We done here, y'all. We done. I'm just milking this on. So anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. We gonna clock out. It's going on 11 o'clock. Nothing else to say here. It was a good show tonight. Y'all got a good beefy debate at the beginning. This is what we do all day, every day. And I'm glad that the chat let you record instead of having to text all the time. I'm taking advantage of recording. I just record talking stuff. You're wrong, hush up, and stop texting me. Anyway, who want to go first? Too many Nintendo guys who only care about Mario and Zelda. No, that's not the case. Metroid has some issues that make it niche. It does. I think every game on Nintendo's got the stimulus package except for Metroid. Even Dread only moved 3 million. And Dread was released at the prime of the Switch. So there is some issues with the title that holds it back from being a major title. That I think if Nintendo address it, I think it'll make it more appealing to gamers. Even Nintendo gamers. So, and it won't be so niche. But me and Keith already argued that I don't want to keep going upside my knocking on disagreements. So who want to go out first?
I go.
All right, go ahead.
Oh man, great show. Yeah, y'all got a show in the beginning, but got a lot to talk. We talked a lot about streaming and the future of gaming, and I really appreciated that. I do want to end with Metroid. I am a very satisfied Metroid gamer. I love all the backtracking. I love all the quirks of Metroid. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it's my type of game. But man, I enjoy everybody for coming out and rocking with us. Appreciate y'all in the comment sections, and until next time.
Mr. Bomb.
Yeah, man, I'm playing this Ratchet and Clank on the portal. That's what I'm doing. So sorry if I'm not paying attention. And level, it is, as far as latency, it is very similar to Stadia as far as latency. And that after a certain while, you kind of forget.
You playing Miles Morales?
No. I played Miles Morales, and that worked fine. I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, and it looks like Ratchet and Clank. It looks really, really good. This is gonna sound like a shade. Maybe it is a little shade.
Don't do it.
It probably is a little shade. The graphics, look like graphics Nintendo could never do on a portable device. But it looks nice, man. It plays well. So if the connection's good enough, like I think Kiwan said, if the connection's good enough, I'm playing it actually off of my phone. I'm using my phone as a hotspot, and I'm playing it that way. And I haven't had a single breakup. So, yeah, 'cause my basement has issue with the Wi-Fi. I gotta get new routers down here.
Slander That was a dope take.
I know.
You gonna sign out, sir? You gonna sign out?
Yeah. All right. So let me go ahead and sign out. A good podcast. I appreciate you guys sticking through and hanging out with us, letting us talk about everything gaming and allowing us for 2 weeks straight to give Xbox a clip. Man, that's 2 weeks straight, y'all. That's 2 weeks in a row. We gonna be some Xbox by the end of this.
Yeah, man.
Some box.
Clearly we own one. Clearly we own it.
Hey, if that portable device looks good, I might have me one, but we'll see about that. But other than that, good podcast. I enjoyed it. Apologize. I enjoyed the comment section. It was fun.
All right. Yeah, man, I enjoyed tonight. I thank everyone for tuning in on tonight. Mr. Norris, I don't know why you holding on. Just accept that Metro needs some help, man. Just a little bit. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Island Steve, the video game herd, Chariot Man, D2K. We even had a random jump in on us. What was down here? Let me get down here. Mr. Kawan G. Thank you. Long as you have a good internet connection, K-Bomb has testified to that. It works well. Okay. So again, no Xbox slander. That's a plus. We'll be back next week. No, we won't. Next week is Thanksgiving. So we'll be back in December. So y'all be blessed. Don't eat too much. Amen. Don't eat too much. And we be back. Y'all be blessed. Highly favored. And this is the Live at Level Gamers podcast signing out for November of 2024. We'll see y'all in December. Y'all be blessed. Deuces.